you ever wondered what makes people tick? And after you figure out what makes them tick, that you judge them without hesitation? Almost to the point where it's a war crime? Well, you're in the right place, because this is the Judgementalist, where we examine people and their irrational behaviors and then judge them to the point where they run home screaming and crying to their mothers. Stay tuned, because we've got a very special guest from Louisville, Kentucky, Martha McPigfucker. She's a Trump supporter, a right-wing Christian ideologist, and just a perfect example of the things that we hate. Stay tuned.
Fallacies designed to keep us on our knees, and you say yours is second to none. 8 billion casualties duplicate your mythology, and you say yours is second to none.
Before I move on to my guest interview, I'd like to just say a few words about the current situation. This COVID-19 problem. Overnight, the world has changed. No longer are we going outside and having fun and doing anything worthwhile. We're stuck at home, in most cases with the people that we know the most and also dislike the most. So it's times like these when we reflect on the social norms that have changed. So the premise of this whole getting better thing is based upon a few rudimentary principles. The first being social distancing. We're not used to this kind of behavior. It's not something that we do as humans. We're a community organism. We like to interact with our fellow human beings, all that kind of stuff. So this is all new territory that we're going into. So I had an idea about social distancing. Now would be an opportune moment to tell everyone in your circle exactly how you feel about them. You know, remind them of all the annoying ways that they get on your nerves, or worse. It would be an important time to recant every infraction that was ever committed by them against you in stark detail. This will precipitate not only into a mess, but the silver lining is that when you tell them what you feel, you're being honest. You're having true integrity, accountability, the things that really matter. At the same time, they will, without you even having to try, maintain as far of a distance from you as they possibly can, killing two birds with one stone. Well, I have to extend my deepest apologies. It appears that our guest can't not make it today. Apparently, she thought it was a good idea to go to a Christian revivalist meeting. Unfortunately, she got the COVID-19 virus and is doing her best goldfish impression. But we have someone else right backstage, and we're going to bring him out right now.
Hey Dick, you're on in 30 seconds.
Thank you, Pamela. Yeah. I told you not to bring shrooms and leave them in the guest room. I'm not a fucking unicorn, Mike. Just get her ready to get out here. We're just going to have to wing it. And now, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce to you your friend and mine, tantric vibrational traveler and neo-shaman of the Order of the Priestesses of Privilege, my next guest. Am I reading this right? Oriah Andromida Sunshine Horsefeathers. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much, Dick. I'm so happy to be here. I was telling my girlfriend the other day that I was coming on here, and everyone's just dying out there for this interview that we're doing, and I think it's important. You've really made a few valid points here, and we have people that are talking about the economical problem attached to this, the health issues, the medical problem, but no one's attacking the spiritual problem. It's like there's this huge disconnect, and everyone is just not woke. Not woke. Okay, well, that's interesting. And so, I know everyone out there is wondering, I sure am, what is that scent you're wearing? You're 45 feet away from me, and I can smell it from here, and I'm starting to feel it in the bottom of my stomach. But never mind. Let's get right to it. When you're having these spiritual intuitions, these things that create the atmosphere where you can tap into the ether and receive spiritual guidance, is that some kind of process like downloading I've heard so much about? Thank you, Dick. Yes, it's a complicated process that only very few women that they can learn to appreciate, grab onto, integrate with their spirit, and then become a conduit, for the benefit of all mankind. And so typically, the way that it happens is I'll be going along in my normal daily routine, and all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, I get struck with this amazing epiphanous thing, and it's like a computer. It starts downloading stuff into me like crazy, hard, pumping, thrusting, downloading into me. And sometimes I'll end up in the floor in a pool of my own urine and blood, but typically it's not that way. And so around this, there's a lot of questions that have been answered because of my just amazing abilities. My amazing abilities, Dick, and that's what I'm here to do today. I'm here to share that with you because everyone can benefit from what I got going on. Oh,